Ghana forward the free. Ghanaians are still angry.
Mama secret. Who will say about me? I wanted to appoint President Kufuor as a running mate.
MPP, yes, a medium matter.
Okay.
I joined in the Edgema.
Very expensive.
All right, for this is the debate with Munufie. And then Yaba very special. Special edition of the January's 2026 edition. The debate with Munufie and Minu meaning in a Ebabe in Team Pacho. Shock absorbers. Not trouble. Ebacha, what story be say? You say allergy Dr. Mudubamia. At one point before bet you seen a puno, or ye not a nanka. Former President John Ajekum Kufuor and also person fan as in running mate. No crebe any room, say a throw, a azan, and another. We are going to go deep in that and then do this kind of discussions. Kwajo upon konoma, honorable kwajo upon konoma, and I be so good some major and then on one koku good in winning masse. He was trying to defend it, but based on analysis, I never knew me. At the end of the day, no one can bring your own conclusion, and then let's discuss the kwajo upon konoma, juma, and as juma, whatever he meant, is going to go there. ABM NPP member of parliament be ako UK catch them say the way Ghana for both for NPP for no. Oman to omoboa agoro na bi to say ya bomb tansatansie not knowing say NPP for ya basa na nyina no e ya tansatansie e na chemo. Sa kan ni ka sa tansatansie ache obi a but we're going to go deep in that and then do this kind of discussions. But before I start now, chama won't me bomb pa ma ye be ye NDC wajuma because sometimes I keep on saying say what we trust na one way who say wachi echia. Intimu nedi kan mama chama untumi e mompa mai.
Israel Yehovah Elahenu Yehovah Ekat. We ahata et Yehovah Elohika bika luvika. Uvika naveshika uvika miyodika. Tode yashak. Tode yashak. Tode yashak.
Tode yashak. Chama untumi ya dase nyangopon eno wontena. Esan say afiwe ayesi me January kiane ken we kwa ko bompa we ewo nsewam. Ubesia nana agrada ewo ho. That is why we are promising Chamai Untumi. I've said this before, and I want to repeat it once again. NDC as a political party, the masses, those who vote massively for NDC, enye omo tukain, enye obi odika China, ana Dubai, ana Tunisia, ana Turkey, enye obi a okita dollar ene die ni juma. The typical voters of NDC, local farmers, the local stars in the country, Tetine from Valanda boys and girls, or more than the pay to NDC whenever. And whenever NDC bar, but when I say the policies and programs are NDC the babano, if favor the big men in the country, the party is heading towards doom. Pacho, I mean saying cancel my making ye. Now we NDC net TME because I've said this once before. The voters of NDC no enye sebe ye papa despite no ene omo mo ko edi dollar edi dwa edi when you go to the typical hinterlands in the country uko jiname mi kurom na uko ko forudua sere so uko nsuta sere so uko aba na aba na uko kan chiro bi se dollar aba foma nipa no hu dollar ni bi da onte ase uko kan chiro bi se inflation aba foma nipa ni ma de fe inflation. Inflation a obi otimi mi kuruma kurase ni man say the necessary de koto kuruma sika eba odo banche odo bayere anaso odo buru no de ko manja so a ye to a onye sika de tonsis awa e de kofie. I've said it before. If I watch this particular video, farmers in the country are lamenting.
Here bacha ya twago fosuankwa banche no fosuankwa banche last year by this time banjo ba get 4 million omunyanto a few 100 cedis. Ama boni be. Ama mle ni mo NDC fo na mo so asunte asam no. Enyina ye do wa ha. Akuya fo nkwa na go fosu ha. Omo ba ga ne series no. Obi mpo nu abato. Obi nu abato. Last year by this time bag we 4 million. Omo na mkitango to di ati pa ya tso mo papa nchato. Obi anya. Ofi mo banki 100 cedi. Ni egufie nye fie kutoa ni egufie no mapa ga gude ma imedi simbia wa fomu no.
Pacho, what in some papa can we kuyeni also ofusu. Now some of country by said last year by this time, na banchi na washe na bottom man, you told the 400 Ghana cedis, 4 million, and 100 cedis a good munyi ni pobeto. So, and these are buying Minister of Agric. You people need to listen very carefully. Someone when ya, mo better rank na mama fans, hey na dollar above and a more boy for, but your more than a boy for no, a imported rice, and young local produced rice. Eti bisa won say nipa dodo saying and a co import say mo ni bi. The local farmers in our communities are crying. Mama yan hwe nema ya. Nema betimi asesa very quick. Very quick. Epacho yentie nsem na ye kan ye. Menka say emo boy for enye. Menka say anwa boy for enye. Now we cannot import and then neglect the local farmers no. And these local farmers are those who vote for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Sedamo, what kind of measures are we putting in place for these local farmers? I was expecting to be a buying ministers, you come on board with new and innovative ideas. Maka, meme Fitachiman in the Bono East region. Yet me ko load tomatoes from Burkina. Emma tomatoes in travel all the way from Burkina Faso to Accra. Tomatoes in say, yet you do tomatoes to Tuobodoma. Two of them tomatoes say, di one day pa na say. What are we doing? Minister of Agric, Diana Moye. Yama Elizabeth of Usajare, we are Tuobodoma MP. You know what I'm talking of. When him say Tuobodoma in toes near door hono. A di one day pa in toes in say, what are you doing about these things? Farmers in our door banchi go enya de banchi and meanwhile yetimi the banchi ye a lot of things. Okwa America ma yemfa banchi enye a fuel kwengu kam. China ye use banchi nya banchi all pharmaceutical companies in the world nya banchi no use. What are we doing to our local farmers? But sometimes we need to talk like this because mama yan hwe ni ya ne mani bi wo ha ye kan e bi beka se bi o ade na ban na ba no 1 year pe utata no da bi you can use 6 months to change the fortunes and the destiny of our local people. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo the 8 good years, and then under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, 1 year Ghana for a bonabaso, meaning somebody could use 1 year to change the destiny of the local people. But you young cancer ni because 1 year, we are serious here. We cannot continue and watch the local people continue to start to sink in Zambia. Ebedi 4 years after 2020, local farmer who can't see China or Siminti. Because what do Buru Nanami who are Kobia, what do beans, a good jasso. I'm a beans in was so munyato for. At one of mu dear buying at them. Yet him the beans, ye name be bet him the beans. Adman Yanama portrait, Kokon Kitty project and a president Diabano. You bet him the beans in a produce portrait fees. Yet beans in a gua air say qua. Patron 70 a hard game. The video says, what is the solution to it? Ebina Makani, bet him the Enriana and Krufo way. We need to establish local factories towards these kind of things. Where beans, yet him the beans here a lot of things. Aside see a package de kwa bruchino, you bet him portrait no mine no, you bet him the beans a produce portrait fees amomo. 2, I am expecting say a buying because say school feeding program ni nyane yam for local produce enriane no enye say more na kwala ni be there we shouldn't use imported rice, we should use the local produced rices to feed our students. And this in a way no bet him control the prices of goods and those kind of goods we produce in the country. And toast in a day we shouldn't go by using the tin tomatoes you're importing. So you're producing it locally, we should use it. Other than that, in any local place, farmers, we should purchase the products and then feed our people with it. But this is one of the solutions. And maybe say we need to establish big factories. We can use local produce, at the feed it should be a government targeted policies and program. And here's many years. Nima bibiro ha be ha adwen your farmers aban emra meso mase me have lived in Ireland before. Ireland, what they do is, do you know say Ireland population in around 5 million 6 million, yet 80% of all UK meat UK for about 70 million people in UK is being produced in Ireland. You can cross check this kind of fact. So ask yourself, say, how come say 5 million or 6 million people it will produce meat, Emma 60 million NAUC. It's because government policies and programs control the farmers in Ireland towards their cattle rearing. So all these kind of places, we can use policies and programs to tackle it. I keep asking myself, say Ghana, say Oba Africa, Canada, or let me limit myself to West Africa. Ghana, you model on the you better me taking it as a government policy. Say in West Africa, you better make sure say a bro and as a beans at West African food and we will produce it in Ghana. Then we ship it there. A day in Burkina Faso new on the desert, so no, it will produce tomatoes. Some import tomatoes be in our country. Abra yeah, it's Ghana and produce tomatoes and from Burkina Faso. Many people don't know say Jane I di Ghana no do na free Burkina Faso eneba. On this channel, me presenting issue be say if you banche I di ye do food no we import banche from Cote d'Ivoire. Cross check all this kind of facts. Go to Google and see. Cross check. When they will be our doubt to be a cross check all this kind of facts. And what are we doing as a country? Because every blessed day farmers are crying. Intimate to us, Mr. Damo. We are doing it. David, Deborah, I don't know if I've given you one or two of these kind of solutions that you want. Now, if free farmers in a while, maybe so or ton nema jaso. Inti and someone soka.
Before then, insurance, what a bear here. A year, you man. Okay. A good father, secondary school, a year, you man. And this, venture, I dear by Yatoa, Abuan Yasina. Yakotua bar, near my video show, Yakotua bar. At the school, back on him. One first come at Shannon Moto. Now, one no near me, Cosu Coco, ya, okay, so that to me what they want to come out. Nanaku father, the Maya 3.1. So say, oh, buy a new two, one fat, and you cram and new 4 million.
4 million, what to that's a 4 million now, can I borrow?
Ah, Nessia, first India near me. So about that on 7 million. I had any 4 million. Would that die? Young to our bill. Me, my to our film, Crabema, bedroom. There be an watcher, never be a teacher, maybe a nursery. So, sir, near Manco, Yamanco, Akatiasa. Baby, I want to have a down. You know me and son, now I come also. Yamanco, she meant to more than 20 years. Maybe I was one fine for 4. What I say? The only said, Manano, if your mamma, what by me? You wouldn't have what baby I could be painting for a band or son was such a dear man. Mania ma ever from society my society my I want to tell you woman I feel your problem. Woman me making a hand catch or say Lepra me baby is about Tonyama 50 cry. Then you who's the any man was an assassin? Who's the any man was an assassin? Yeah,
all right. My bro, mini mommy. Oh, my mommy. So, what would tears some mammy can? Mammy can say, "Free crew, minimum no." Oh, Ghana, I am about to do. But anyway, let's address the issues that I'm address it in this particular video. And seminar make an no. And this year, but also when we were in opposition, no, our communicators were aggressive always, everywhere. Yeah, we never no. Nobody is speaking, nobody is talking because those people who were the ones talking on radios, you know, in your political appointment, and now they are quiet. And then yeah, my member of say, any information BM. What else am I making you? And then NDC communicators and the way when we were in opposition we were talking no. I say bimonya appointment and on my then they have decided to kick back. And the local people know honor information behind the enko. Uti ma ya. O see NDC by enya hwe ma obi anya bi owi ase. Na NP before the free education aba. And the health insurance den aba. Na da John Mahama oton ayento o say fertilizer boy den and a cement boy den. Eso ma mean say ne and da John Mahama no. Cement boy ayefo. But she didn't know or she doesn't know because of Mami Abrewa, nobody is giving her those kind of informations. Baby, I'm American. Say, "Filo, kasa fi Miami kurum." I know because we hear channel we say kasa ma American no. Miami say we kurum kasa ma America. Oko Techimana, the most vibrant radio station there. If any radio link, Honorable Martin James Akosa there. And these are the people feeding Yama wrong information. But who is there in that local community to educate the masses there? So I'm NDC for somebody you can't because sometimes someone when you local politics and the way Jai say and now to say cruise control say president in Yajumano. Yeah, when you 2028, it will be very difficult for you to go back to the locals and tell them say abana ABB because all the policies and programs say yeah it's social media yeah my fans now the local person no any man the cry you can. So okay inflation am me we no inflation no that be otijomo minimum no onima dey fan inflation na dia onima say otijomo odwomo ton niema no be ko dwa so or the sentos na be ko ne ye beton amane no be ko koton sisa wawe e no onim ukoka je inflation aba forma onima de kro ukoka say dollar aba forma ma me we $1 da onima de kro maka kire mo say I once had a friend that or the Hong Kong dollar e ko da amount for say $1 Hong Kong dollar say ubenya 1,000 cedis local people no eji ni di ye eji $1 no $1 Hong Kong dollar you do see kwasisa e ka chom say yensisa because the local person or not no $1 da. And it's all the dollar a campaign was any part of my we were over 12 yaw. Onima de cro. No. Anthony, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. Onima de cro, she listen to the local radio and some can be on worker. But who is there to give the other side of the information? There is nobody there. And what feeds onto the minds of our local people to say, "Mamma, but was here, say on coast scooter, or no, say radio, no, fan of some pie, no. Somebody needs to be there to be telling her, Adia Bine. But I'm pleased to announce, say, Adia Bine, a near big man for enjoy, and you look as an enjoy. 1 year, the president I had here, but look as an enjoy Adina Mokano. One was a man, many made messages, oh, a binary or bar, or the cocoa board. Ebeko it says 700 cedis and one fan cost 700 cedis because NP before can't say president way so bar or the cocoa bobo cost 700 cedis. Sano makanche no me wa buying never said that. And this are buying no can't about the cocoa because 700 cedis. But adi when yamana feeding onto the minds of the local people. If I show the team I mean 70 very very carefully.
Before ben insurance what the bear here adwuma okay akufo do secondary school adwuma NDC benchire ade aba ya to a aboa wiase nyina yekoto aba niam bi ne ya chewo yekoto aba adase school be ko nanim on first come me chame motom na mo man no niam ekoso koko ya o ka so betumi wo be wa atum kama na akufo do de my 3.1 so we buy no anuru 2 one fa ayi kura mana anuru 4 million
4 million ma wa tum pirenu asisi ya 4 million na wo kana aburu
ne sisi ya na first India ne na enuru sawura wo ba beto 7 million aya da ne 4 million wo dada ye yem to aba biemo me ma to aba fi mi kura bre ma beduru ne da bia na ho kire ne ba bi e teacher ne bi e nurse ni so sere ne mankoye akati asai baby a what to had down you know me and son now I come aso ya man koye cement more than 20 years me I was one fine for 4 what I say correct you will say man no your mama what buy me we will ya what baby a konya be painting ko be no san ko such na dear man ya ma ebe fam
sense say bia mai
ho kira ye wo na fe de kora aboro so wo ma
Sawate, my minister, I want you to know woman to say the crab so. Mammy way, or can you come casa or can bono casa no cano. All I want you to know woman to say the crab so. And so my meaning is a small can of what. Now, when my dear say, Nipana or she camera Kojina Mammy knows the truth, yet she kept quiet. That lady also, I know her. She works up at the Pi FM. I know her. Omasheda, and they are misinforming the masses because of man who said the locals in Obi anywhere or fishing out and then telling them the truth. The kind of question I will come to my NDC party na Pasca Atitia Pansam because they don't want to tell you the truth. The national chairman of the party, Yero Johnson, said, look at here, knows what I'm talking about because he played a key role in making sure the NDC best say and that is what is feeding onto the minds of the people. Wow, when they are doing this kind of things, what actually now catch them, they think that you are attacking them because they are the national executives. But we, the locals, we can tell you the truth. Say, Master, more say party no. I'm saying, I better walk around to a moment. I'm On baby is what this direction now. Because NPP for have beaten her mind and then she's now following them. Anyway, Montana ho. Yeah, they never can yakano. Party overpower. 1 year na we mistake. You better to about here. But be a negana do no. You better to about here at any point in time. Nobody cares because you don't give anybody anything. And Mami Abro we are not here in this. I know her very well. And then I'm surprised. That is why I'm playing this particular video. Say she seems to be singing the message of the NPP. I say Coco Boko also do 700 cities. One for my wow, misinforming the people. But anyway, I can't hear some of you. Wow, Betty, you know, tea. Unti so a wow some the party no ye wom motena power cha ye ne beje mantena power ncha ni hwe ye beka because the locals na moto aba no what in crying now yes a Messi the mekoye kwan efiri Accra abakumase a udu kumase wi akwan ne nkoba bia bi mo wo maka no beto abati obi mo hu bi da. That is the fact. Me kind of actually also behave the modern city ewo voter region obi or not Savugu Anton or no who's at the corner who can TV so can call because of bois. Anyway, so if that is the message the NDC has for the people there, I have no problem. Let's move on. I mean, if I'm found Akwabi, Binim so Iburu news or there, or say Ghana is very expensive, say, who be that?
Before you come to Ghana, you need to know this. Ghana is very expensive. Yes, Ghana is actually almost the same price like an expensive city in Germany. The only thing what is really cheap in Ghana is Uber. Everything else is expensive. And I was shocked because the other day I was out and I wanted to have a matcha. And we were at an event and they were like 100 cities. I said, 100 cities what? For 2 matchas? Because my friend was standing next to me, or for 1? 100 cities for 1 for matcha. That's like $10 for matcha. I said, wow, that's New York pricing. That's New York pricing. But I get it. Okay, matcha's not really from here. So I went and I just wanted to eat like a steak. And I was in one restaurant and I looked at the menu. It was 620 Ghana. That's $62. And I was thinking to myself, how do the local people in Ghana actually afford things? Because,
all right. If you want to my papa is okay. Wow, what experience for adventure, bra? Was it Ghana? Very expensive. Na, or bien was a locals and a quite ben a faso a locals no etena edidi. Quite ben a faso. Because you go to a hotel in Ghana, maybe a night, $500, $1,000. Because I want to say, Ghana na onami and I say, na onami. It's very confusing. Sometimes maybe to me, Ghana says so. Now me confused. Me say, no Ghana and I say, where I once went to Achimota Mall with a friend. I've told this particular story before. I went to Achimota Mall with a friend. Now I'm so young couple breakfast in the because we were traveling to Kumasi. You do I went for tea. Tea kekeu. Tea, me see me pay tea. Young family to I took a green tea. Just ensure I know and I did a tea bag and atum keke. I didn't even take sugar. And non kwa keke. And I'm madam for no so far hot chocolate keke. Then we took 1 loaf of bread. I had a cabbage in a salad and was slicing the two on my head. Oh yeah, I was saying 150 something cities. And I'm saying, why mistake? And I did it all in you. What's saying I never won? And I'm saying, how? About saying a green tea, no, 1 cup of green tea in Kwaburu 60 cities. And the day I'm toying. I was doubting, say, I lady nip so booming. And I'm saying, madam, I didn't meet you. And I made receipt. Also, my receipt. I'm paying me to you. My receipt. I signed and I bought here. Tea. We say, what the fuck is that? I'm saying, according to 1 cup, almost 70 cities. And the day they go to you. And so she had a tea bag at Khartoum. I watch him at more. I mean, tea be that. But anyway, I know what we took. Hey, I did be anywhere. Hey, I say, what fly from maybe a Bruchiri, I could do Ghana. Maybe would it. Sometimes, let me name names. Maybe when you go with KLM, we are free airport, maybe around 10:30 in the night. And to wait for taxi or we will pick a crowd, I do hotel or Kodano, maybe 11 in the night. Hotel there, by airport one, the cheapest you could get maybe $400 a night. $400 or euros a night. But just say, wow, we bet me, wow, bet me, I can't. Of course, nobody was say Accra was selling water for 60 Ghana cedis. And then any or minus so. Me see hotels in airport. Wako down na 11. A boy we are 12 or time so. $400 in Ashiko. Now dear ye me jakwan say and pay bro breakfast no. But when day this way chocolate drink bako. Near the hot water. Near the milk sachet. Ideal milk for sachet. Fiam the bako bro. Hey, go for the papa for. President actually I did on we organ and they so bad they say me dream one mentia here Ghana and your Ghana now you too expensive say Tima nim I say Ghana magicians in quantity and this is a boot trick I must start on motor cam for aban yon wo a system no and I'm an asa me will come you kroma touch my no ho it means one plot of land MOB 80,000 Ghana cedis. What the hell? Others are saying no. Or he no one now here and I said, one plot 80,000 Ghana cedis. Eh, nya crow. Eh, yet the chima in the Bono East region. Make kind of henny already do matem. Nana so madam for no. Hey, Nana. Madam for henny be where Thomas as you kuru munyi na ama. Bepo kuri si kuru na eton. Hey, Nana this kind of there. I'll go to be. I did have Mr. Ghana him for so Thomas as we are not saying I could catch a buy mirror on my light, I buy mirror munsu. Sikano no geno, wadi, or the kotoka. Oko kanswa, almost on TV that. And it was Ibro, you could have a Ghana, because I said the way Ghana is expensive no nim quay first Ghana for Quatana Kurumho. And one a match I want to mean a bokoro no. Because there's nothing they could do in the country. Mine is so tough to say. But I think that we need to address all these kind of things as a people. Because here when you are never be oha, best say mine the president in the airborne home day. No, Papa, that's how it is. One glass will be at 70 Ghana cedis. You see? Why are we doing this? Why in a table of also got one jar of beer at 70 euros or whatever? Ko KFC in the country, ewa Ghana. Oko to one burger, it be boot mama utiate. Burger keke. Ah, me nim Ghana na ebia na adibi o man nim na me nim. Ebia adibi we press last question our friends nkwa. Everything is being overdone because men tias here no pap. Mine the same say adibi o Ghana on ye nim. Pe onanti ko Kumase no ma timi ko tena ba bi se okwa ko didi keke KFC we are bele de bebre no obi sa won say na de na beto ye ene choba local chobas no crazy sisi kwan no enya asanka local ho na sefo kwan ho ona makra Kumase road a choba bi okwan no se fene kura I forgotten the name e wo nkokko kwan no on that Accra Kumase road no e wo some local name bi ko hoso we mo akrante na ba ko na we ya o do cap o be ja o kaki wo no so da ko mine ne ya say mine no